Hello, Law Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Ankylo with me, BlueAnkylo. And welcome to February 23rd. Once we get through this intro, I will try to do a little bit of recap in case people have forgotten what happened on the last one. And yeah, Pork, feel free to leave a... feel free to get timed out by Nightbot if you want. So, the case is, generically, this girl's older sister, who is also the head prosecutor, being accused of murder, and the police chief is involved, and our buddy Miles is involved, and stuff like that. We'll go over it in a second. Maybe they'll help us out here a little bit. So the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, he's the dead guy. Stabbed to death at after 5 p.m. on the 21st. In fact, this is still up for debate, actually. His autopsy just says after 4. So, we'll see. Died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. So yeah, at the end of the last stream, there was some confusion as to what was going on. Music's louder? I wonder if something's been changed here. Oh yeah, music definitely changed. It's supposed to be at 20%. That should be better. Something reset some of my settings. It's weird. Sometimes, I guess I have to check that too. Every now and then my microphone gets messed up with too. Quickly check. Ah, microphone's normal at least. Okay, so, yes, the prosecutor's office and the police department 30 minutes apart. That's still in the time frame of when this guy could have died, so. Figuring stuff out day. We're off to be detectives. She hasn't proven herself very useful yet, but we'll see. Science! She needs more exclamation marks. Oh, dragged us right here before I could look at the evidence. Alright, so this is the parking lot where the body was found. I think we should. They probably have, like, video camera evidence or witnesses or something. Yeah, this was sketchy too. This was how they covered up the bloody footprints, by kicking over some water. They're both professionals, alright. Well, the cough-up queen said she was a professional too, and then she lied at court. She should be in jail by now for fabricating evidence and lying in her testimony. Uh-oh. She's got an idea. Luminol? I think this shows up in some of the future games as well. This is kind of a fun extra mechanic, I'd say. Blood is sticky. It's thicker than water. What happened to Von Karma? That was a couple episodes ago. We found him guilty of murdering Miles' dad way back in the day. And also conspiring to kill the lawyer with the creepy old caretaker man and his parrot. So Von Karma's locked up. Alright, so the police apparently are really bad at spraying for blood. I thought you need luminol and like a black light though. I think. Ah, it's black light glasses. Magic. Alright. So this is like the new mechanic. We can spray it around and it just goes everywhere and you got infinite amounts of it. Oh look! There were bloody footprints. Or blood drops at the very least. First time seeing real blood. Ooh. Okay, we can definitely say this is a blood stain. Scientifically speaking, well, they're not really... There's not very much of it. The amount of blood. If this guy was stabbed to death right here, there should be way more. Yeah. Supposedly, this is where he died. So yeah, we've seen his shoes. So if there's enough blood to make a puddle and step in it, that was probably not enough. More blood. Oh, you're marking up the floor plans. Alright. Good work, girl. You keep that stuff updated. She's our new secretary, I guess. Yeah, Shinga, if you want to add him in, that's fine. She saved up her allowance and I just sprayed everywhere and wasted it. Aren't you supposed to be at school anyway? She's supposed to be in like grade 11 or something. Like she's in high school. Grade 10 or 11, whatever. Oh, good. Hidden evidence. It is actually quite useful, yes. Oh, good. Her again. Welcome, Zotras. Yeah, I started a little bit earlier today, so I can make sure I can get this game finished on this stream. Day-old deli box. I don't even really want to talk to her. Anyway, what I wanted to do as soon as I had control was to go over sort of the case a little bit. So, the case. Bruce Goodman. Apparently a good man. He was a detective in charge of homicides and criminal affairs. He is now dead. The suspect is our client, the chief prosecutor for the district. She also has a cut on her hand. Angel Starr used to be a detective, but was let go and now sells lunchboxes. She is a terrible witness and lied on stand. Jake Marshall is he's a patrolman that used to be a detective as well, probably involved with this girl, and kind of cowboyish, but he's the lead detective for this case anyway. Damon Gant is the district chief of police. He's really sketchy. Super, super, super sketchy. We've got Emma Skye, who's our defendant's 10-year younger sister. Everybody knows Gumshoe, normal detective, just not involved in this case very much. And everybody knows Miles Edgeworth, who is, of course, the prosecutor. And our old friend. Those are the characters. There's always me, of course. We have Goodman's ID with his picture, name, and identification number on it. This is some sort of trophy that Edgeworth got on the day of the murder. It's also broken. We haven't figured out why it's broken yet, but the shield is sort of busted in half. So there's that. There's the murder weapon. Yeah, this has been identified as the victim's blood, and it was a knife found in Edgeworth's car. The reason that's significant is, if you look at the parking lot blueprints, The victim's body was found in Edgeworth's car, and also there's some blood around here. So the knife was in the trunk, the body was in the trunk, Lana was nearby, therefore she's the top suspect, basically. We also have evidence that Miles drove into the prosecutor's parking lot at 5:12, which would have been about half an hour after he left the police department, which is where he got this. What else was there, evidence-wise? Angel took a picture of Lana opening the trunk at some point. Her testimony was really, really sketchy, so you can't trust very much of what she said, but there is blood on her outfit. She's not wearing her red scarf, and there's not a lot of blood in it or anything, so you can't really trust much of what she said from her testimony on the last case. We have a victim's shoe who has a little bit of blood on it. That blood is from Lana, and this blood is the victim's. Right, Lana had a cut on her hand. We don't know what caused that just yet. This was found in the tailpipe of the car, and it is connected to an older case. So we're not sure why the knife is broken, whose blood it is, or how it really relates. It has an old case number, and we don't know what that means just yet. We should probably look it up. Yeah, I just wanted to show it off. I didn't want to talk about it for half an hour. Come on. We've already shown this in court. Alright, so anyway, there was that was the knife that we found stuffed in the tailpipe of the car, along with Lana's actual scarf. That number relates to this, which if you... Oh, we've turned it upside down properly now. So, February 21st, SL9, same case number as the knife. We've also heard that there was an evidence transfer on the day of the murder, so possibly our victim was transferring that knife somewhere, and then somebody says the knife was stolen, some people may have been transferring it. It's very complicated, that part of the crime right now. We also have a cell phone that Lana used to phone her sister and mentioned the muffler right before she was arrested. I think that's basically all the evidence. This is nothing. It's just a blue badger sitting outside of the police department made by Gumshoe, and I think that's everything we've got. So, yeah, we need to figure out some more information, basically. I guess we can start by talking to her. I don't think we're going to learn anything, though. So her talent seems to be annoying people until they confess to murder. That's her special ability. That's a more plausible explanation for Cough Up Queen. Yeah, she was fired for some reason. Uh-oh. Bing! So, she was fired after the SL9 incident, which is also related to our current murder. Indeed. So that's pretty suspicious. Maybe she is the murderer after all. Oh, we know. She witnessed a whole bunch from up here, but didn't actually see what happened very well because she spent like 5 minutes running around the entire room. Yeah, you probably should be in jail right now. We proved you lied. Contempt of court or perjury or something. but she lied about that too, because the first time she said she saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab him multiple times, and then, oh yeah, I guess it was only once after I told her that that was incorrect. You know, like, I don't think anyone would trust anything she said at this point. Yeah, but you're not a detective. You're a lunch lady. So we still have her photograph. Like, she was there. And we have one photo. Not that photo. Like, basically the only evidence she actually gave that was useful is this picture. And we're not sure what it means just yet. Well, other than that there was no blood on the ground, but we sort of covered all that. Okay, let's keep examining stuff while we're here. So we had a look for blood. Anything else in the car? I think we probably finished. Yeah, so the SL9 case was up for transfer. That connects that a little bit. Because the chief of police, Detective Gant, Damon Gant, he suggested that this evidence from the SL9 case, the knife, was stolen and not transferred. So, anyway, I think it's probably time to head off somewhere else, but let's go upstairs, talk to Edgy if he's around. I think what we really need to do is go to the police station. I don't think there's anything new here. Everything looks the same to me, so we'll just continue on. The lunch lady. Well, she is something. Alright, here we go. You guys can see the blue badger again. It should be dancing if you're lucky. A real crime scene, like the one we were just at. Well, let's see if we can go up there. Last time they wouldn't let us in. So, let's head on up, I guess. Oh, we can tell who works here. Oh, you can guess. It is eccentric. If this is a guard station, where is the guard? Sure. Yeah, I mean, seriously, there can't be more than one person that likes all this Wild West stuff. Let's examine... A lasso. Set up to trap someone coming out of the elevator. Yeah, Emma, I don't really like her very much. She always goes off on tangents and distracts me from what's important. This cactus is a lot like my sister. Oh, well, it's better than being an onion, I guess. Alright, let's look at some poncho-y type things. I'm not sure that's a security guard uniform. Yeah. A punchy? No. Not a poochie either. There you go, Phoenix. At least Phoenix knew what it was. So, there's also some, like, alcohol at the workplace. Security cameras, though, maybe. That's good. You probably could do that. Let's do it. Okay, well, there's got to be something we need to examine here. You could just step over it. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so that's the way to the evidence room. I didn't know. There's no sign. Can I buzz for somebody? Like, if this is the guard room, what's happened to the guard? Maybe the computer. Nope. Okay, well, I don't think there's too much more to examine here. Could probably figure out who the guard is by looking at the little nameplate there. Okay, well, this was kind of a waste of time. Let's try somewhere else, like the Criminal Affairs Department. Sure. Maybe we can talk to Detective Gumshoe. He always seems to hang out here. Could wind up dead. Well, there is a murderer at large, so, you know, theoretically we could tick off the wrong person and get murdered ourselves. Could you give us permission to go head detective? Huh. Head detective, hey? Still, I'm looking for someone to talk to. Okay, so this room... Again, maybe now... Well, let's go talk to Lana while we're here, I guess. If she's here. I mean, we gotta find someone to talk to. Of course, she's not here. Also, if I'm her lawyer, shouldn't I be present when the police is questioning my client? Wait a second, game. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have a lawyer present in questioning. You skipped that part. I demand to be allowed entry into my client's questioning, whatever you want to call it. Interrogation, that's the one. I demand it. Alright, well, let's try to go back to the crime scene, maybe. No. No. I don't know how to navigate all these menus. Okay, but we can get to the security guard office again. Still nothing here, okay. So, now where are we supposed to go? Sometimes the game just makes you click everything until you figure out where you're supposed to go next. Maybe now that we're supposed to talk to Edgeworth or something. Okay, well, I obviously need to examine something somewhere that I have not been examining. Well, okay. The one thing they really did give us was this luminol. I should just be using it everywhere. Oh! See? More clues. I didn't do a very good job with my luminol. She did try to call or use the telephone. In fact, you could almost figure out what number she called via looking at where the bloody fingerprints are. Alright, well, it's probably good that I found that. That might have been what was stopping us from progressing the plot. Alright. Now let's try to go some other areas. Well, maybe examine it one more time, but... Okay, this was the same thing we had on the first investigation. Oh, and then she's going dumb again. We already know it doesn't work, Emma. Anyway, I was hoping you would add it to the court record that there was bloody fingerprints on the telephone, but they didn't want to add it, so it's not there. Alright, let's go back upstairs while we're here. Nobody's here. Okay, well, something's got to change now. I hate just running around in circles like this forever, but... hopefully, we can get a look at the other crime scene. Still nothing. Maybe I should spray this room. Now that we can go here. Oh! Haha! Something on the cactus. Hey! Picture time! There's clearly blood on the thorns. So you must have got a really nasty poke on a cactus to leave blood. A lot of times you just get, like, splinters rather than full-on bleeding. Planted their head right in these thorns? Ouch. That's pretty rude. So did that actually add to our evidence? Okay, well, I don't think there's any other... bits of blood here. Just luminol everything. Well, that didn't do anything for us, it doesn't seem. Well, let's luminol more stuff. Spray everything. Maybe the blue badger. The blue badge. The blue badger. Apparently there's no... is there any blood on these guys? Let's just spray these detectives a little bit. Maybe there's blood on the windows up there. No blood here. Alright, let's go back to our office and spray around here. Maybe I did it and I didn't notice it. Maybe I'm the murderer after all. You get luminol, and you get luminol. Apparently our room is nice and clean, there's no blood here. Who else should we spray with luminol? Well, maybe Lana's out of, nope, she's still here. Let's spray this place, because why not? I'm just gonna spray everything right now, obviously. I think this would just be spraying the window in front of us, though, to be honest. So probably not gonna be any blood there. Someone probably cleans that window. Alright, haven't sprayed this room yet. To be honest, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go right now, so we're just trying stuff out. I wonder if this spray is good for computers. Or people. Might not be the most healthy thing you could spray around. I'm not actually terribly sure what's in luminol. It's probably not alcoholic. Okay, so that seems empty. I guess we could go to Edgeworth's office and spray there. I think I've been everywhere else. Could talk to her again. No, covered all that. I suppose we could try presenting something to her. I don't know what. None of this seems to make any difference to me. Nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Mixed with a liquid containing hydrogen peroxide. Well, hydrogen peroxide's not nice to get in your eyes. That much I'm sure of. But most of the ingredients sound pretty benign, if that's all that's in it. Hydrogen peroxide also evaporates very, very quickly, so it'd probably be okay. I wouldn't want it in my computer, but it probably wouldn't cause too much damage. Oh, oh, oh! Blood! We found some. Maybe it was Edgeworth after all. Wait, what? Slapped someone so hard they bled? That's not very nice. I have a feeling that's not going to be very relevant to our current trial. Look, what am I supposed to do? I'm just wandering around spraying stuff. Okay, well, my next suggestion in my head is I've got to talk to this girl about something. I don't know. You could have taken the picture from the guard's room. Yeah, you should have. You lying was the problem. Ah. Maybe this was the right thing to poke her with, but, no pun intended. But, yeah. This is probably related to the other incident. So she should know about this then, if this knife is related to the incident that got her fired 2 years ago. Head detective on that case 2 years ago. Indeed. Ah, now she'll probably tell us more. Ha! Alright, so we just needed to talk to her. This happens when there's someone I don't want to talk to and I ignore them, and then I spend half an hour wandering around spraying people with luminol. The biggest case she'd ever handled. Alright. Look at all these familiar faces. Caught and executed. Whoa. What do you think we are, Texas? They never had evidence. So you say you caught the murderer, but you never actually had real evidence of it? Then how do you know it was the criminal? Made up evidence. Well, that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm surprised you're not in jail. Every detective involved was dealt with. Ah, so our cowboy used to be a detective, then became a patrolman. She got fired. Uh-huh. So why would they put Jake Marshall as the lead detective for this case when he was fired over a related case? That is so sketchy. She comes here to meet boyfriends. Pretty sketchy. Well, I'm looking around. She's upgraded me to Salisbury steak. Nice. Yeah, I can guess who would like that lunch. Alright, I got it. Well, she's guilty of something, Sotraz. I don't think she's the murderer, but she is definitely guilty of stuff. Maybe Marshall is a little bit salty that he got demoted. Alright, Angel, you have helped us a little bit. I still don't like you very much because you lied, and you're kind of a terrible person, and you fabricate evidence. But other than that, you know, I think she means well. She's just kind of dumb. So we need to go now to Cactus Room. Offer steak. Gumshoe? Aw, but Gumshoe would really like to have a steak lunch. I have heard about that, yes, pal. Another detective was incorrect. It was the same victim. Gant is so sketchy. I don't know why anybody even listens to him. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna not tell you. This is the biggest scandal in ages. All I know is I need a steak lunch, pronto. We had a steak lunch. Alright, let's head on up. We've got to get through the security guard office. Or not. Wrong place. Let's try... Well, I guess he mentioned the detention, so... Let's go there first. Yeah, that's right. Maybe. That's terrible. What was that? I was the perpetrated against? Oh no! Officer Meekins? You did it? How could he have murdered anybody? He seems so useless. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb. He is... Why has no one taken away your megaphone? He's probably the worst officer, though. So this guy is supposedly the man who also killed Detective Goodman. So now we have two suspects for the murder that happened in two different places at the same time. I don't know why this hasn't been thrown out yet, but okay. I'm sorry for that horrible noise, everyone. He went to the evidence room on the day of the murder. The guard office in front of the room is empty. It's always empty. No, normally it's empty, Emma. We were just there. Of course it is. We know. You saw a suspicious person in the evidence room. I wonder who it was, as he kills himself with his handcuffs. Everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And then you woke up in the detention center. Wait a second. We saw him deliver a report to Edgeworth between those days. Between the murder and now, he went to Edgeworth's office to bring the report about the murdered office. This is... Something's missing. He couldn't have woken up in detention because he delivered a report to Edgeworth after the murder. Another one, just like Lana, indeed. Or Meekins has an evil twin. Something weird. Something strange, anyway, is happening. How did you hurt your hand? That's a good question. When the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered. Next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Sure glad to know people like this are defending the public in our lands. Detective Goodman had disappeared. You were bleeding and he was gone. And that horrible noise again. You're the perpetrator, correct? I just don't want to hear that noise anymore. Devoid of light and other creature comforts. Yeah, the guard back there needs to confiscate the megaphone. Alright, so my initial hunch is he's been set up. As much as he might look a little suspicious, he looks... There's just no way he could plot a murder like this. This murder is looking so complicated right now with bodies being transported and multiple DL6 references that he was probably not a part of. You know, it's way over his head. There's no way. Let's get out of here. Also, that way we don't have to listen to the the megaphone squeal anymore. That one's getting old real fast. Come on, I just want to get into the evidence room. Ah, I still can't get in. So where am I supposed to go? I hope I'm not supposed to talk to him more. I'm worried that I need to talk to that guy some more, unfortunately. We'll check in with Miles. Nope. I wish you could just bookmark all the locations so you didn't have to, like, one by one all the way through like this. I'm pretty sure we still have to do something with this guy. The steak is not for him. This was the murder weapon, though. How could you possibly have had Edgeworth's knife to murder him with, if this was the murder weapon? That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream. I was being peeled. What? What about the other knife? Let's just keep showing him knives. Another knife. Alright, he's scared of knives. For someone to have stabbed someone to death, I don't imagine he's the one that could have done it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to show him. I can show him the steak. It's not for him. Nah, he doesn't even want it. He doesn't even know what a steak is. He doesn't know what luminol is either. An amazing police officer. Hello, Unreal. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this guy. Nah. Doesn't seem to be much working here. Maybe I should just, spray him a little bit. Oh, he disappeared. Luminol in the face. It's my secret attack. Alright. Well, where am I supposed to go then? Seriously. Inform him I'm a lawyer? Oh, pish. Like he even knows what lawyers are. I guess I can, but... Do you think he even knows a lawyer is, like, a thing? Ha. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it? What? He's the only one without a girl with matching badges. Aww. Stop it with your megaphone. That didn't really accomplish much. I guess he is talking about, Angel Star. Because he's probably the only one that's not her boyfriend. Quote, boyfriend. Air quotes. Well, I don't think there's anything else to present. I tried the badge. You can blame Sotraz for that one, indeed. So where are we supposed to go? And yeah, he didn't even know what it was. Like I predicted, Shinga. Good catch. Alright, I think we've got everything out of her. Like, we talked to her specifically to get the steak. But now we need to give the steak to somebody. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the Marshall guy. But, like, he's not here. Is he hiding? I'm sure it's still locked. Almost always when you enter an area that's updated, you get that little tick, 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 name of the place, time of the day sort of thing. So I must be missing something, because I keep going back and forth to places I've already been. Have I sprayed luminol everywhere? We sprayed the cactus. We sprayed the floor in Miles' office. We sprayed the telephone, and we sprayed the floor beneath the car. So we've got four luminol sprays so far. It's got to be something with this little punk. This is what just opened up. There's got to be something with him I'm supposed to present. Let's present... I have no idea. He probably likes this blue badger. He doesn't know what the blue badger is. Do you know who Goodman is? Ah, okay, this got something. Okay, what do you remember? The card was the cause of it all. Okay, well, this wasn't what I was expecting, but at least we got to use it for something. Stop it. Yeah, I think I can talk to him some more now. Yeah, crime details. Okay, here we go. You didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. So, right, he walked into the security room, saw this guy on the camera, thought he was suspicious, so he walked inside and questioned him because he didn't look like, well, he didn't know who he was. Simple as that. So you asked him for his ID card, right? Yeah, that's probably standard protocol. Yeah, it's by the book, right? He's very by the book. So instead of an ID card, he pointed a knife at you. But which knife? So I whooped and leapt at him. So he asks for an ID card, Detective Goodman shows him a knife, and this guy goes whoop whoop and stabs himself on the knife. Except for that time where he woke up here, delivered a report for Edgeworth, and then ended up back in jail. That's okay. Let's see. Seems like he's in the right now. In the Phoenix Wright. Alright, so... he was definitely in the evidence room. Yeah, we knew that much because we have him on camera. But he passed out or something. We'll have to have a look at that video then. Alright, good. Now we've finally been told to go to the crime scene, so now they must let us. They must. Sorry, Shinga, you're guilty until proven innocent. Where's your proof you didn't? Where is the actual culprit? You have to prove that they did it instead of you in this court of law. Ah, Chief Gant. El Fisho. Him in his black gloves. Oh ho ho, Chief Gant. With his own theme song. Well, he's got kind of a fancy cross tie with a weird little symbol. I don't know. I sure did, Ganto. Yeah, instead of one of your normal prosecutors, I got one of your higher up prosecutors convicted for murder. No matter how that one ended, it was going to look bad for prosecution. He did forge evidence. Yeah, exactly. In any case, there's some turmoil. Okay, tell us more. How do you know it happened at exactly the same time? Turns out forging evidence is bad. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Can't just give away secrets. Come on. Knowing a little bit more about Gant from my previous times, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we could try. That's discreetly. What exactly did he want you to do? I love how he just shows it to us immediately. Sure, we'll take it. Alright, we got ourselves some clues. What do we get here? So, Goodman's lost item report. Half written, day of the murder, to be submitted to the chief. Lost item report. 221. Bruce Goodman. ID 5... I don't know what that is. Looks like maybe it was 4 and then he turned it to 5, or maybe it was supposed to be 54 or 59. I don't know. Alright. We could examine his computer, maybe. I don't know which one was his. He looked like a laptop guy. Apparently not. Alright, let's go look at the evidence room if we can. Still nobody here. I don't like that. It's supposed to be manned at all times. I hate that the game doesn't let you through here until you pass some other sort of switch. Like, so what do we have to present to this guy to get past? So he doesn't want to talk to us, basically. Alright, well, I don't know where Gumshoe is. I'm just looking for someone to talk to progress the plot a little bit. Here you go. Everybody loves this one. That didn't really accomplish anything either. Maybe someone's sitting in our office. Nope. I have to assume that to get to the next phase, I have to show something to Gant. What am I missing? You know I'm a lawyer, right? He doesn't care. Don't seem to get a whole lot for presenting stuff to this guy. I tried the half-finished report, or the lost item report. That's the first thing I showed him. He wouldn't talk about it. Would you like a steak? He doesn't want a steak either. Come on, I just want to progress the plot. Tell me where to go. Nothing seems to matter to this guy. He just doesn't care. Alright. Thanks, Ganto. Didn't unlock anything, did we? Oh. I didn't even notice. This wasn't here before. Serious face. Sir, can I borrow $50? A detective's ID card? We've got a special guest ID card. That's pretty good. Well, thanks, Gant. It's my own fault for not checking the talk dialogue for extra options. Did that actually add to our court record? No. We just have it. Okay. Finally, we can go somewhere new. Well, well. Ah, it's been a while, Officer Marshall. Still not allowed into the crime scene yet. Yeehaw! It's better than a sheriff's badge, thanks. Get along, little doggies. Sometimes he has pretty good quotes, I'll give him that. No mind to tangle with you hombres. Silent H, you know. He just doesn't want to talk to us, okay? Well, what if we gave him a nice juicy steak box lunch? Of course he's from Texas. No, he just watched Texas on TV. Probably a Walker Texas Ranger. A filet steak lunch. Alright, Bambina. As he chows down on a snake. Ah, not so fast, bot. Nice try. Alright, now we can ask him some questions. I wonder if they made Marshall a cowboy. Most of this game is set in Hollywood/fake Japan, so yeah. It's making fun of Americans half the time, to be honest. You're in charge of security for evidence room. It's an easy job. He likes. I thought you were a patrolman. That poor little doggy. Meekly? Well, you know. Yeah, why weren't you at your station? Well, I can tell by the fact that you're drinking on the job constantly. So where were you at the time of the murder? On his steed, Zippy. Not a horse. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job, sure. Besides, 5:15, he was probably off shift. He probably works 9 to 5. The stewed broccoli, they sneak in next to your steak. Ah. Well, I don't blame him for that. Assuming he isn't the one that was fabricating evidence, at least. We don't know yet who was doing that. The chat is having a good time today, obviously. I'm glad I record the chat now for YouTube. The YouTube can see what's going on, too. Alright, so the case is over, except for all the bad stuff that happened and everyone got fired and demoted. The evidence transfers, okay. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Why do you still have a job? It's terrible. Alright, security cameras are easy. Uh-oh, if nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. The computer won't know if something happened or not. Somebody needs to trigger that. They might be. You're the security guard and you reckon. And he knows how the ID scanner works. Okay. Oh, this is useful. You saw a number on that record. Oh, well, yes. I expect that I could, in fact. I have to go present it. Goodman's ID. We know he went through this door. Well, Goodman definitely went in there at 5:14. Wait a second. 5:14? That is after when Edgeworth's car parked at the prosecutor's office. Ooh, we've got some contradictions in order. And Meekins did say that the guy didn't have his ID card. We need to know Meekins' ID number. Then we can see when Meekins went in there. Yeah, we gotta learn what all these ID numbers mean. So, let's just have a quick look. So, yeah, we know who Bruce Goodman is. 4989596 went in twice, once at the same time as Goodman, and once 25 minutes earlier. Well, keeping in mind that this doesn't exactly mean that Goodman went through the door, it means his ID card went through. So we've got 4987 and all 7s. And technically, Bruce died somewhere after 4 p.m. Could be anywhere in there. It's very sketchy. Let's ask him about that evidence transfer. He does have an ID. Yeah, you know how it is. They like the puns. I'm gonna miss a lot of them, but feel free to keep pointing out all the terrible puns I miss. What do you do with it after 2 years? Yeah. underground vault. So they were going to bury it, basically. Well, let's see if we can figure out what his ID number is. The only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. Yeah, those were terrible, terrible times. We like to use evidence now.